Well, good afternoon, folks, on this fine summer's day here in Kent. I would normally say London, but today I'm not in London, so I'm coming at you in Tunbridge Wells. I think I'm near Tunbridge Wells. Anyway, what I want to talk about the concept of a mafia boss. Now, I'm leading somewhere with this, so just bear with me, stay with me on this. So you have a mafia boss. There's two sides of this mafia boss. There's the dark side, and then there's the light side. Let's talk about the light side. So if you're in favor with this mafia boss, if you're in good stead with this mafia boss, you get to stay in his 20-bedroom mansion, swimming pools, cinema on site. You could drive his fleet of Ferraris or whatever sports car to your delight. And life is good. You know, you don't have to get up for work. You could stay in bed all day or watch Netflix or go to the lake, which he owns, on a jet ski, on a yacht. Yeah, you could do all these things if you're on the good side of this mafia boss. So that's the reward of being on the good side of him. But the bad side of the mafia boss, that's the dark side. The torture chamber. He has a torture chamber where he'll set his dogs on you, work on you with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch, all kind of horrific things. His wealth, he's acquired wealth by having sweatshops in the past. He's owned sweatshops and really oppressed a lot of people. And let me see, what else can I tell about this mafia boss? Oh yeah, of course. He's ordered the killing of a whole community of people. He's orders his henchmen to wipe out a group of people because they've offended him somehow. Now, another thing about this mafia boss is very easily offended. This mafia boss is very egotistic. It's very easy to piss off this mafia boss. So people who are on good side of him, they have an ultimate fear of pissing off this mafia boss because they know the wrath of this mafia boss is unthinkably horrible. This mafia boss has an evil side to him, very evil side to him. The fact that he's he's created torture chambers to punish people for as long as they live, as long as they can live, right? So this mafia boss also has a syndicate of gang members who report to this mafia boss. And, you're either part of that gang or you're part of another gang, but you've got lots of different gangs for this mafia boss. So that's the end of my mafia boss analogy. So where am I going with all of this? Ask a question. Who is very similar to a mafia boss? Now, I used to be a Christian. I used to believe in the God of the Bible. Now, the difference with me now, though I would class myself as an atheist, but there is a caveat with me. I'm still open-minded to the possibility of something creating reality. I'm still open to that, but that doesn't mean I necessarily believe that has happened, but I'm open to that possibility. But I need to still see evidence of that, whatever that is, because I can't just make assumptions just because I don't know how something began or how something is or how something came to be, doesn't give me the right to assume that the answer is something else without the evidence to that. So where am I going with all this now? What's the difference between the God of the Bible and the God of the Quran and a mafia boss? Please explain to me what is the difference between the God of the Bible that many Christians worship, and the God of the Quran that many Muslims worship. The mafia boss, like I told you, is easily offended, egotistic in terms of he needs respect. He demands respect. Like I said, he's easily offended if you express the wrong opinion. You know, he could get he could put you in one of his torture chambers for a very long time. So what's the difference between the mafia boss and the God some of you people worship? What's the difference? Him wiping out a community of people. Your God that you worship in the Bible has committed genocide numerous times. Torture chamber that the mafia boss has. Was it hellfire? Some of you believe in a hell where you get punished. Now tell me something. You claim that the God that you worship is good, righteous, holy, good. What part of creating a hell, what part of creating a torture chamber is good? Tell me, explain to me, what part of that is good? What part of justifying slavery is good? What part of wiping out a group of people is good? What part of that? Explain to me what part of that is good. The only reason why I think you're putting up with that, or you justify that, or you accept it, it comes down to the mafia boss, the people who get to live in a mafia boss's mansion. They'd rather ignore the atrocities that their mafia bosses committed than to be tortured by this mafia boss. So they are complicit in terms of being okay with the atrocities this mafia boss has done. So I still would like to hear an explanation. Explain the difference between the mafia boss and the God that you worship. There you go. Thank you very much.